What's going on, guys? We're back to Max Boneyard Builds. So I've got a problem area in my landscaping. The weed barriers failed, the landscaping's super old, constantly getting crazy grass growing in here. So I'm going to do a two-step method. I've already done step one because that's going to bore you. But then today, we're going to play around and do step two. So step one, I got some grass and weed killer. This is the first time I've ever used this X-Out brand. I think it was about 20 bucks for a quart. And man, it's really nice because all you got to do, tip that thing over till you get 2 ounces. Boop, till you get 2 ounces. Drop that in your sprayer. Gallon of water. I did 2 ounces for a gallon. I think it called like 1.5 or something, so I made it a little hot. 2 ounces to a gallon. As you can see, I mean, I sprayed tons in there and I've still got over half the bottle left. You know, I did, I don't know, 4 or 5 rounds of it. And I'm telling you, this is some good stuff, man. First 24 hours, didn't do a whole lot. Woke up the next day and it was all browning off. It was probably, about 4 or 5 days since I sprayed it on there. So hopefully it's good and dead, hopefully down all the way to the root. Now, let's get rid of what's left. So, we are going to be reviewing the old Harbor Freight propane torch. Man, I'm telling you, I have a good feeling this is going to be way more fun than it should be. But don't judge a guy. But as you can see, the landscape fabric has completely failed. This tree that was here we cut down a couple years ago, and now the stumps finally rotted away, so now I can finally break that out, dig it out and stuff. But all this used to be green like the grass. It looked horrible. I mean, it's, you know, sporadic all throughout there. And then the landscape fabric gets better. Oh, over on that side, so it's not as bad. But coming through here, fabric's failed. All this needs ripped out, redone. That's on the game plan. But instead of trying to pull all this out, we're just gonna burn all this out. But standard operation, it's real easy. You got your flow adjustment here, more and less. Then you've also got your trigger, which sends all the dinosaurs home. And then, well, you'll see as we go along. Runs on your standard, was it 20-pound propane tank? And one thing to remember when you're hooking this up, your barbecue grill, it goes on these outside threads, that's a righty-tighty. Your inside threads, which this goes on, is a reverse thread, okay? So it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So don't sit there for 10 minutes and think that you got one that's bad threaded or something that can't get on there. Go grab a wrench, tighten this down. Alright, next thing, always make sure you have a water supply nearby. Last thing you want to do is burn your freaking house down or something crazy, or have a crazy grass fire going on if you're doing a big area. All you do, crack your line here. Doesn't have to be wide open. Just crack it open here. Grab your flow valve. You can start hearing it coming out. You don't have to crack it much. Ignite it. Of course, my grill lighter. Oh, might help if I had a grill lighter that. Just had it. There it is. Now you're lit. So whenever it's flowing, I've just barely got this thing cracked. And it's getting the job done. If you want to flow a little more, just turn that knob. Send it home. It's been raining all day yesterday. Some of this is a little wet. little too much, put itself out. This is far better than pulling. Plus, once this is all burnt off and stuff, it'll just go away. You'll never see it again. I am just barely pulling the trigger. Even like these green leaves and stuff that are intermixed in here, it is just burning that off like it ain't even there. I mean, how can this thing only be 25 bucks? That is so satisfying. Like I feel like I'm in the trenches of World War II right now. Just America! Whew. This is so much fun. And even without the trigger on, if you just set your regulator up pretty high, it gets the job done. And I'm sure that trigger is like totally killing my propane supply, but I mean, that's just awesome. How can this thing only be 25 bucks? And a lot of this is still pretty green, guys. I think on video it looks really dead, but it's about a half and half. And like your gumballs, you know those things do not burn. Like, it's even lighting them babies on fire. There it is, the Harbor Freight handheld torch. Just call it what it is. It's the flamethrower. Couple things. The trigger, super fun, burns through anything, eats up your propane like none other. Number two, as you can tell, you feel all the heat coming off this thing. Like it's low 80s here in the morning, and it felt like 115 degrees. Like I am sweating out of every pore. Wear pants, wear shoes, otherwise you're gonna get a sunburn on your leg or melt your toenails off. But let me flip you around, let me show you the results. As you can remember, this was a giant mess of dried up grass, and it ate through it like nothing. Some of this is still really green, but I burnt off like the source, if you will, like the middle of the weed. So I'll come back, spray this off, get rid of all the ash and everything, get rid of the live stuff, see whatever's left. Man, it burnt through this stuff like nothing. Like nothing. Seeing where I'm at, because I'm running out of propane, because that trigger is way too much fun. So, final thoughts. $25 Harbor Freight flamethrower. Dude, if you got a rock driveway or something like that, get yourself a beverage of choice, grab that thing, call it a Sunday morning. Absolutely. I give it 2 thumbs up. Lots of fun. See you guys next time. Max Boneyard Builds.